I'm excited to announce the opening of a new Facebook community for the Master Your Mindset, Master Your Life podcast. And this is to get a group of like minded individuals to get together, to push themselves, to actually hold each other accountable, and to level up their lives. I talk about making a positive impact in the world, and this is how I'm hoping to do that. So if you're interested in joining, jump on Facebook, look for Master Your Mindset, Master Your Life, and see if you can join the group. Otherwise, drop me a DM on Instagram at just.live.coaching and I'll send you the link. You are not broken. There is nothing wrong with you. Just because you want to go on the path of personal development and self-improvement, that does not mean that there is anything lacking in who you are right now. Welcome to Master Your Mindset, Master Your Life. This is a podcast that empowers you to become the best version of yourself, giving you easy to implement techniques so you can start taking back control of your life. If you get something from this episode, please share it with someone who you think would benefit from hearing it. And I would also really appreciate it if you could leave me a rating or review. I'm Sanjay, and today I'm talking about why just because you are going down the path of self-improvement and personal development, it does not mean that there is any issue with you now. It does not mean that you are broken. When you start, which I did, on this journey of personal development and self-improvement, it is quite easy to get caught up in thinking that there's something wrong with you. That's why you need to improve. That's why you need to develop. But the truth is, there is nothing wrong with you. There is nothing missing. There's nothing lacking. You are fine just as the way you are. When you go and enter this journey of self-improvement and personal development, it just means that you want to become a better version. There is nothing wrong with the version that you are now. But personal development and self-improvement just means that you want to level up in some areas of your life. It's like thinking that you could play tennis at a perfectly fine level. You could play it at just a level that kept you satisfied. But if you wanted to improve, you would hire a coach. You would hire someone who could teach you techniques where you could improve certain aspects of your game. You may start off with a winning serve, but then maybe your volleys weren't as good. So self-improvement is like that. Self-improvement does not mean there is anything wrong. It just means that you're fine-tuning certain aspects of your life. So society can often portray self-improvement as a sign of weakness or inadequacy, but in reality, it's more of a courageous step towards becoming the best version of yourself. 63% of people actually believe that admitting to self-improvement actually means that you're admitting to having a flaw. That's crazy. Over 50% of people will think that admitting to wanting to better yourself means admitting to being bad or having something wrong with you. But the truth is we all have areas of our lives that we want to enhance or develop. And so when you start embarking on that journey of self-improvement, it's a proactive way to achieve your goals and your aspirations. But the whole journey is not easy, and that you will find that when you're on it, you can be resistant to it. There are countless benefits of self-improvement, but so you may struggle with it. You may struggle to embrace it. Things like fear of failure, your comfort zone, the pressure of society. These are just a few reasons why you may resist change. Because when you're doing something new, you may not want to experience failure. When you're doing something new, you're pushing yourself out of your comfort zone. When you're doing something new, you may be doing something that those people around you are not, and it may cause people to say things which you may not like. But when you understand and address the barriers that are around you, you can overcome your resistance. And then you can embark on a journey of personal growth. And when people think of self improvement, there are a few different types, but one of the most common ones is physical health. When people think of self improvement, most people will think of improving your physical health. Things like adopting healthy habits such as regular exercise, eating the right foods, adequate sleep, just to optimize your overall well being and your vitality. So that will be the first one that springs to mind when most people think of self improvement. The next thing is actually your emotional well being. And this type of self improvement focus on nurturing your mental health, managing your stress, cultivating resilience through things like mindfulness, meditation, and therapy. This is all about maintaining your inner state. Rather than just your physical health, this is focusing on your mental health. The third type of self improvement is personal development. And this is things like aimed at enhancing skills, expanding your knowledge, and achieving the goals that you set for yourself, such as maybe learning a new language or pursuing more higher education. This is where you start to grow. This is where you push yourself. This is where you become a different person. This is more mental knowledge. This is developing your mind. And the final one is professional growth. And this encompasses your efforts to advance your career, to acquire new skills that will actually help you succeed in the workplace through opportunities like networking, mentorship, and even continuous learning. So those are the four different types of self-improvement, or the four main types. And each individual, you may have your unique goals and your aspirations. So what type of self-improvement do you want in your life? It's easy to start with one and then to build one up, then the other, then the other. But if you started to do all four at the same time, it may become overwhelming. And there are different ways in which you can improve yourself as well. So what do you want to do? How do you want to actually improve yourself? If you want to start to actually improve your life and start this journey of self-improvement, do things that will actually help you progress. Do things like setting goals, because then you know what to aim for. You know where to go. You know what you need to get done. So make sure that you've set yourself goals, because if you're on this journey, you want to have small wins to celebrate along the way. You want to have those wins to keep you going so you can see that progress. The next thing is, if you want to improve yourself, ask yourself why. What is it you want to improve, and why do you want to improve? When you know why you're doing it, it makes it easier to stay motivated. It makes it easier to stay consistent in those days where you're struggling, where you're not feeling yourself, where you don't feel like you want to put in the effort. So make sure that you know your reason why in all of this. Because again, if you're doing it for the wrong reasons, you won't actually stick with it. You won't actually stay consistent. You will struggle on those days where you don't want to do it. You will give yourself that one day off. Then you will give yourself the following day off. And before you know it, you've fallen off the bandwagon and you are then back to square one. The next way you can improve yourself is to learn to not care what other people think and say. It's none of your business what they say. It's none of your business what they think of you. And the moment you start to not care and you start to actually learn to accept that no matter what you do, they are always going to have an opinion. Whether you like it or whether you don't is not up to you. Is going to be their opinion. So you make sure that you're actually taking the steps that you want to for the reasons you want to. Because when you start to do that, you will start to become happier, you will start to become more positive, and you will start to actually improve yourself and move in a direction that is congruent with your goals, with your values. And the final way you can improve yourself is to actually love yourself. Practice self-compassion. Be kind to yourself. If you want to improve yourself, you're not going to do it by being harsh to yourself, by berating yourself when you're not turning up in the way you want to turn up. Give yourself that love. Give yourself that kindness that you would give anyone else. When you start to practice that self-compassion, it will make the whole journey a lot easier. So those are four ways in which you can improve yourself. If you like any more, feel free to drop me a message. But when you finish listening to this today, just think to yourself, what is one small step that you can take today to embrace self-improvement? Something that you can do to move closer to the life that you desire. Remember, self-improvement is not a sign of weakness or something that you're inadequate with. It is something that should be celebrated. It is a courageous journey of growth. It is a journey of transformation. So when you actually embrace the process and you commit to continuous improvement, you can unlock your full potential. You can create a life filled with purpose, a life filled with fulfillment, and a life filled with success. So stay committed to your journey of self-improvement. It doesn't matter what anyone else says. You are perfect just the way you are. But if you want to push yourself, you want to change certain things, there is no harm in doing that. It's the way you're thinking of it that will hold you back. As I always say, my mission is to make a positive impact on the world, and I sincerely hope you can help me do that by liking, by following, and by sharing this podcast with others. Remember, your mindset shapes your reality. When you master it, you'll master your life. Until next time, keep seeking, keep growing, and keep mastering your mindset to master your life. Thank you.